Telling you, I was having cereal and milk. So yeah. So I just came home from work, but I actually got home at 6. So 6 in the morning because I start at 10 and then I go home at 6 in the morning, 6:30 sometimes. So right now it's September 25th, 2025. So yeah. So you would wonder, what's it like to work in the graveyard shift? Well, I mean, I've been kind of busy in this job lately. So yeah, I mean, I come home and then I work at 10 o'clock until 6:30 or so. And then, well, I guess the hard part is when I go home because like it's morning time by the time I get home, and then I'm like tired, and usually I'm supposed to be sleeping in the day during the day until like what 3 o'clock, get my 8 hours of sleep. But sometimes like I have to do some things though. Sometimes I got things to do, like let's say that I have an appointment or something, and then I mean I can only do it during the day, so I mean I'm gonna use that time. For an example, DMV or something, like I would work through the night, and then I would go to the DMV or something, even the doctors or something, and then I have to stay up until then. So I have to stay up until that appointment is done and stuff. And then I finally go to sleep. And then sometimes a lot of times I'm gonna end up sleeping only like half of the day or half of the time. Like say 3-4 hours, and then I get up again because I have other errands. I have certain errands that I have to do. And then I finally get back to sleep to get my other 3-4 hours of sleep, until sometimes I do that. I'll nap until like maybe a couple of hours before I go to work, and then I go to work, and then repeat. So graveyard shift. Well, what's crazy about it is like when we come home, and then we sleep, and then our bedtime is at 7-8 o'clock in the morning, and a lot of times I don't sleep right away. I mean, 90% of the time I don't sleep right away. In fact, it's more like 100% of the time I don't sleep right away when I go home. Sometimes I'll go home, shower or something, and maybe I'll do something around the house, like do a little this and that around the house. Or I'll eat something, my breakfast, or other things. A lot of times I don't go to sleep right away. And sometimes it'll take until a couple of hours before I go to sleep. And then I finally do. And when I do, I'll be passed out for the day. But of course, unless I have errands to do, I mean, but like just today, I came home and I decided to go ahead and do the lawn, the backyard. It's an hour and a half it took me to finish it because it got out of control. I mean, the grass, it got out of control. I mean, it's like, it's relentless. The grass is relentless, like during the summer months. So the laundry, or the lawn, I was meant to say lawn, I decided to go ahead and do the lawn, like I got home from work, then I did the lawn. Decided to go straight to the lawn before I go to sleep, because you know how I don't sleep right away. I mean, I don't always sleep right away. I felt like it was a nice time to do it. I mean, nice time to do the lawn while I feel like doing it. So yeah, I mean, did that. And then yesterday I did the front lawn. So Yeah, and yesterday, see, I mean, a lot of times I just don't feel like sleeping. I don't feel like sleeping right away. I mean, and then, so that's the way, that's what it's like to work in the graveyard shift. So that's what graveyard shift is like, what it's like. So then I did the front lawn yesterday. Now there's a hare. The furries. Fur. There's a furry. So yeah. But you know, all in all, I like graveyard shift better. And the reason why, I mean, I say I have to have graveyard shift is because that way it's not going to disrupt my scheduling or disrupt my ability to do those certain things that I can only do during the day. That way, and then and picking up my kid from school, things like that. So that way it's not going to disrupt that, you know, like giving my kid a ride to school and picking her up, you know, like, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I have to have graveyard, so it doesn't disrupt my scheduling, you know, on things like that. So, but imagine that if I work during the day, then that's no, the concern would be disrupting my scheduling of doing things like that. I mean, errands. And plus, I would not be able to do things like DMV or other things. That's the disadvantage of day shift. And then I wouldn't be able to pick up my kid from school or anything as well. But night shift is one thing I don't like. I don't like night shift. Because that's like the time when everybody's home, you know. And I want to be home. And that's another thing. Graveyard shift. I'm home. I mean, I'm home like to see my family and kids. I'm home for the night, and then my kids supposedly they go to sleep for the school around by the time I leave. So that's the other thing that it doesn't disrupt when I work graveyard. And that's what it's like to have a graveyard shift job. So all right, see y'all on the next video.